I think a lot of mindfulness teachers are afraid of that judgment, and that's okay. And I think part of our practice as mindfulness teachers is to open to that fear, allow it to be here, feel it, and practice not judging it, which is hard.
That's the next trick.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll teach in certain contexts or with maybe lots of people or something, and it's like, ooh, I get some butterflies here. It's like, this is kind of a new situation. What are they going to think? Are they going to be judging me? And so I don't know that ever fully goes away, because part of this ties in with public speaking and performance in a way. I hear a lot of musicians or actors say something similar, but I think it can be very helpful to welcome the fear, to not try to run away from it or pretend like it's not there, but to tend to it just as we would with anything else with mindfulness, and to soften the judgments, be curious about it, feel it, breathe with it, learn what we can from it. And, and I think that, like working with shame and self-judgment is also very helpful because there may be some association with that. But also, on the flip side, we can also see that, we want to teach with integrity. We want to teach with grace and competency. And so, I think part of that fear, for some of us may be tied to that wish to help people. We want to do a good job. We want to be able to lead a great meditation. So we want to honor that too. And remember that it's not about us. It's not about me or you. It's about helping people. It's about, helping them with their struggles and their challenges, and inviting them to be able to practice this. For their own benefit. And that comes from the heart. And a lot of the fear, usually tends to be a little head-based. So if we can kind of drop into the heart, remember why we're doing this out of the sense of compassion, that can help to diffuse some of the worry a little bit too.